I believe everyone will be able to work this out when they play with all these functions. There is nothing that can go wrong. So we'll hit this car button, which is all your controls right next to where you are sitting. In left-hand drive versions, it's on the other side, of course, so it's always closest to you. And now we'll select lights. Okay, we'll start with the quick controls. Exterior lights, you can have them off, or auto, of course, why not? Auto is the easiest. We've covered mirrors and steering wheel, fold based on geolocation, window lock, display automatic brightness. We'll go to lights. Same pretty much, except you have here dome lights. Always on auto. If you sit in your car and those dome lights will go off in like a minute or so. If you need those lights on, you have to go here and tap them on, so they are always on when you are in the car. Then when you lock the car, they will come off automatically, so you don't have to worry about draining the battery or anything. So we'll put them all auto ambient lights. Oh, this one does have ambient lights as well. Auto high beam. That's a very good feature. Apparently, from what I heard on Model S and X, it's switching quicker. On Model 3, there is still a slight delay, so people are concerned that they already mentioned that they got some high beam flashbacks back from other drivers. So this is still work in progress. Headlights after exit, they are off, and steering wheel lights. Steering wheel lights. Interesting. I've never heard of this. Okay, I don't know. Just tell me in the comment section below what is steering wheel lights, please. We are all learning. This is all group learning. Locks. Okay, we'll leave this one out. Window lock, child lock. Okay, always if you have kids, make sure this is on. Display. Nothing. Oh, screen clean mode. This is a very good one for those who like the screen to be clean. So now we just basically clean. When the screen is clean, we just hit this, press and hold to exit. And for 2 or 3 seconds, this will come back on. Language, there's lots of options for languages now. Time format, energy and distance. By the way, I don't know what your preference is. I prefer as it is here, as a distance, because then wherever I'm going and that destination says I have 84 kilometers to be covered, if my range is ideally at least 100 kilometers, then I know I will get there. With energy in percentage, I have no idea. So I know some people have it on energy in percentage because they that way avoid or having some anxiety. But still, I like to be notified about distance exact. Kilometers, of course, in this country, degrees Celsius, and bar and PSI. I always have it in PSI for tire pressure. Driving. Of course, chill and sport. If you know when to let go of the accelerator in sports mode, there is no problem. Some people are worried about speeding tickets. They like this chill mode, but there is a but. When you need to get out of a situation and you are in chill mode, then there can be issues. So I would suggest having it always in sports mode, and then just know when your speed limit is and let go of the accelerator at the right time. Comfort, standard, sport. On my one, I have it in comfort. Here it's so very light steering, medium, and very hard or sporty steering. Regenerative braking, I always like standard, because that way going down steep hills you can put back into battery as much energy as you can, whereas in low it's not as strong regenerative braking, and also you wear your brake pads more dramatically when you are in low regen braking. Track mode, that's totally another story. That's when you can practice on private property in a track mode. You need to know what you are doing, so please read the disclaimer on the Tesla website about the track mode. We'll see what happens here. So this is instructions, disables or restricts certain vehicle functions, including some driver assistance features. Refer to the owner's manual. We'll leave this for next time. Creep. If you are coming to electric car from automatic transmission, then you may leave this on. I don't have it on. You have a hold function on your car. When you press this brake pad firmer, there is a hold function like a temporary handbrake. As soon as you put your foot on the accelerator and lights, the car takes off and disengages the hold function. So creep, I noticed for some people, when you are reversing in a steeper hill, and as soon as you let go of the brake, the car will start rolling backwards. So in those situations, creep helps when it won't let you go backwards. Sleep start used to help free vehicles stuck in snow, sand or mud. Autopilot, whole new chapter. Cruise follow distance, so you basically can set the distance. I think this is 3 times the length of the car in the car from the car in front of you. Auto steer always in beta. Please do not have too high expectations from this. It is a beta version, and you did click that you agree with the terms and conditions. So speed limit warning, I have it on display as well. You can have it totally off, or chime. Chime can get annoying, so it's good to have it as a display. Speed limit, relative, absolute. Relative is better, and I also have it at 0. I don't want to risk speeding tickets. I know some people, let's say there is a speed limit of 100 kilometers per hour. Some people set it to 103 because we know that this speedometer is 3 kilometers lower than the actual speed from calibrations. So some people, I've heard, they have it at 105 or 106. That's a bit pushing it. I have it between 100 and 102, not to get caught or just not to grab attention of speeding cameras and radars. Forward collision warning, I have it at early. I had it at medium, now I'm at early, just to have that extra peace of mind. That will basically signal the chime and the display if you are approaching car in front of you really fast. Lane departure avoidance, I have it also on off. You can have it assisted. If you start going past the white lines, it will help you assist in staying in between the lines. Emergency lane departure avoidance on. Blind spot collision warning, of course, all of those you would want on. There is 2 types of reboot. It's either a soft reboot, which one you can do also while you're driving. So if something freezes or something happens to your media control unit, which is this touch screen or display, you can just push both steering buttons. Even if you are in autopilot, it will keep driving in autopilot. So you can do a soft reboot by pressing these scroll buttons for about 2-3 seconds, and then you reboot MCU unit. Whereas there is a hard reboot, which you can do the same way. You have to be stationary in the park. You press these hold buttons while you also press the brake pedal, and that's a hard reboot, which will reboot both computers. Service, wiper service mode. If you want to, let's say, clean the dirt under the windscreen wipers, and these wipers are hidden below the bonnet, so you have no access to them. You can't open them up. So this is the way. The windscreen is quite clean, so we're not going to scratch anything. So once I do that, the wipers come out. This is also for if you need to replace them or just check them or clean them. And now you can easily clean the area of the windscreen under the wipers. And if I go back to off, they'll just roll down and nicely hidden for aerodynamic reasons. Adjust headlights. Oh, I've never done that, but we don't need to do that. Headlight leveling in progress. Ooh. And this is only done by trained service technicians, so we'll cancel right away. Towing. Tow mode is handy. I've had my tires rotated and rebalanced not long ago, and when you drive this car onto the hoist, the hoists are quite narrow, some of them, and as you roll in, you can't open the door to get out. So this became very handy. Once you put the car in tow mode, you can actually approach that hoist, get out of the car, and then you can easily roll the car to the exact position where they need it to be hoisted up. So that was very handy, and we'll see how this works. So transport, with the brake pedal pressed to enable transport mode. So as soon as I press the brake pedal, transport mode, and now the brake has been disengaged. Now if I let go of the brake, the car may start rolling. Now to disengage, transport mode, and now handbrake was applied. We could hear that, and now we are back in a standard mode. So of course, when you hopefully you will never need this function to be towed, as it is here in the picture. But also in those situations, it's good to practice this one, so they don't have to drag you onto the truck bed with the handbrake on, which would be nasty. You damage your tires or something. Okay, so we'll go out of this one and towing reset TPMS sensors. These tire pressure monitoring system sensors are when you have tires replaced or done something to your tires when they are off, they will reset automatically as you start driving. If they are not, you can do it here and manually recalibrate them, reset them. Remember that you have to start driving, and after a few hundred meters they will be automatically reset and calibrated. Okay, so tire pressures, TPMS sensors, factory reset, we don't want to go there because hopefully we'll never need to do that. Wheel configuration, this is quite new function, so you can choose, if you swap the wheels and tires, you can choose whatever wheels you have on at the moment. Before it was done only at the service center by Tesla. Now this is a nice touch that we can do it ourselves, and we can choose all sorts of different wheels. This car has 18-inch aero wheels, so we'll leave it there. And owner's manual, of course, if we missed anything today in this video, you can read manual when you are supercharging or charging or waiting for your family to come back to your car. Lots of information there and stuff to read.